everyone, I'm Cass and this is the Mind Your Being podcast, a space where we'll explore health and what it really means to care for our whole being, our physical, mental and emotional health. Each episode you'll hear from leading health and wellness experts or everyday people who share powerful insights and lived experience. And sometimes it'll be just me, sharing thoughts, tools and reflections from my own journey. More than anything, I want you to feel supported, encouraged and empowered to make informed health choices that feel right for you. If this sounds good to you, please enjoy. Welcome to Mind Your Being. I want to offer you something a little different today. It complements the Mindful Midlife Series, episodes 13, 14 and 15. It's a practice that helps us untangle from our thoughts and also provide a little bit of calm. It's a short guided meditation practice and it's called Leaves on a Stream. Now this is not my creation. It's a classic technique that comes from acceptance and commitment therapy, which is known as ACT. So this is my version of the exercise and I wanted to share it here to support you in strengthening that awareness we talked about, particularly in episode 13, where we explored how our thoughts shape the way we feel. So Leaves on a Stream is what's called a gentle diffusion technique. It helps us notice thoughts as just thoughts. They're not facts, they're pieces of information or mental events that come and go, rather than things we have to fight or believe or do anything about. So this short meditation is here for you whenever you want a moment to step out of the swirl of your mind and practice watching thoughts with a bit more spaciousness. It's also helpful to, down the track, if you don't have time to sit and do the actual meditation, you can quickly recall the main idea of the exercise and you can use it anywhere, anytime to help give a little space from the thoughts that come into your mind. So if you're driving right now listening to this podcast, please don't listen to this now. It's not safe to do while you're driving, but when you get a moment, it's one to do when you're fully grounded. So if it's safe for you to do now, let's begin. So find a comfortable position wherever you are. You could be sitting, you could be laying down, and either close your eyes or gently rest them on a fixed spot in the room, whatever feels right for you. Now I want you to imagine you're sitting by the side of a gently flowing stream. The water is moving slowly, steady and calm. On the surface of the water, there are leaves flowing past, floating down the stream. Whatever your stream looks like, it's perfectly fine. There's no right or wrong here. Now for the next few minutes, whenever you notice a thought, any thought at all, imagine gently placing the thought onto a leaf and then allow the leaf to float away, watching as it drifts down the stream. Don't try and make it float away. Just notice what it does. It may float by quickly or slowly, or it may hang around for a while. Watch the leaves float by, regardless of whether the thoughts are positive or negative, pleasurable or painful. Even if they're the most wonderful thoughts, gently place them onto a leaf and allow them to come and stay and go in their own good time. Simply notice what happens without trying to change it. If your thoughts stop, simply rest in space, watching the stream. There's no need to force anything. Sooner or later, your thoughts will start up again. This is all perfectly normal. Allow the stream to flow at its own rate. Don't try to speed it up. You're not trying to rush the leaves along or get rid of your thoughts. You're allowing them to come and go in their own time. If your mind says something like, "This is silly," or "I'm not doing this right," place those thoughts on leaves too. Whatever it is, let them float down the stream. If a leaf gets stuck, allow it to be. We're not trying to control here. Don't try and force it to float away. Just watch the leaf until it's ready to float away. And if you notice yourself getting caught in a thought, maybe analysing it or following it, that's completely normal. Just gently return to the practice. When you become aware of your next thought, place it on a leaf and gently watch it float away. From time to time, your thoughts may hook you and distract you from this exercise. This is normal. As soon as you realize you're distracted, gently bring your attention back to the exercise. Notice your thoughts, place them on a leaf, and let the leaf float away down the stream in its own time. Again and again, your thoughts will hook you. This is completely normal. As soon as you realize it, start the exercise again. Watching the water flow down the stream, leaves floating by. Gently noticing your thoughts, whatever they are, coming, going. We're not trying to change our thoughts. We're going to put them on a leaf and let them float away down the stream. If you notice yourself getting hooked on a particular thought, trying to analyze it, that's okay. That's completely normal. When you notice you're hooked on a thought, pop it on a leaf and let it float away. Remember, there's no right or wrong here. And now, when you feel ready, in your own time, we're going to slowly bring the exercise to a close. When you're ready, gently open your eyes and take a moment to look around the room. Just notice what you can see, maybe notice what you can hear. Just gently stretching your body now, slow and steady. Beautiful. I hope you're feeling calm after practicing leaves on a stream. So not only does practicing something like leaves on a stream calm our nervous system and feel nice to do, it also helps us to untangle from our thoughts, whether they be negative or positive. It helps us to practice that skill of awareness, of noticing the thoughts, whatever they may be. It helps us learn how to simply observe our thoughts as no more or less than what they actually are. We're practicing letting our thoughts flow rather than try and control them, trying to make them go away. And in doing these awareness practices on a regular basis, we can start to untangle from unhelpful thoughts when we notice these negative thinking patterns that we can often spiral into. And this leaves on a stream practice in particular, it helps diffuse from our thoughts or create a little space between our thoughts and our reactions. And if we're able to untangle from our unhelpful thoughts, we're able to really change the way we feel. So after finishing the leaves on a stream, another helpful thing to do might be to ask yourself a few questions. Things like, what sort of thoughts did you get hooked on? What was it like to let thoughts come and stay and go without holding on, without trying to attach to those thoughts? Did you notice it was hard to unhook from any thoughts in particular? Did you find yourself trying to speed up the stream or speed up the flow of the leaves along the stream? So you can see how doing a practice like this, it's the opposite of rumination, of worrying, of obsessing over our thoughts. We're just letting them be. We're letting them flow down the stream. See how it can be a useful practice just to disrupt those thinking patterns when you get in those negative thinking spirals? It feels nice and calming to do the guided meditation, which is what I encourage you to do sometimes. But even if you're out and about and you don't have 5 to 8 minutes, you can just use the simple technique of you catch yourself getting hooked on some thoughts, just imagine yourself gently popping them on a leaf, letting the leaf flow down a stream. It only takes a minute. You can do it anywhere. You can just do that visualization exercise for yourself. And you can just say leaves on a stream or thoughts on a leaf, floating down the stream to yourself, whatever works for you. So that was a little different. Thank you for practicing with me today. If you found this helpful, feel free to come back to this short meditation anytime you need a moment to step out of the noise of the mind and reconnect with awareness. And if you haven't yet listened to the Mindful Midlife Series, episodes 13, 14 and 15, that's where we dive deeper into the idea of catching our thoughts with kindness and curiosity. Our next episode is going to be a really personal one for me. It's a beautiful conversation I shared with a clinical psychologist. I'm nervous to release it, but it's really important for me with the podcast to try and have conversations to try and reduce the stigma that still exists around mental health conditions. Anyways, that's all I'll say for now. I hope you'll tune in for that one. I also hope that you have a great week ahead. I hope that you can take some time for yourself this week just to do something that you really enjoy for yourself, just because. Until next time, take care and mind your being. Thanks so much for listening to this episode of the Mind Your Being podcast. If you enjoyed it or found it helpful, please follow the show wherever you get your podcasts and share it with a friend who might enjoy it too. If you have a moment, please leave a quick review. It really helps others discover the podcast. Thanks again for being here. Take care, and until next time, mind your being.